Hello and welcome to episode 2 of Let's Play Football Manager 2016 in this Worcester City save. What we're going to do today, going to play through probably 5 or 6 games. So we've got Tamworth, Lowestoft, Solihull Moors, Chorley and Brackley as the next 5. So we'll play through those. That takes us to the end of August. I'll throw in any highlights as well. Hopefully we'll pick up a few points. Next 2 games are home games, so feeling confident, maybe blind optimism, but we'll see how those games go. I'm going to give you a quick overview of my manager screen as well, just to show you what sort of stats I'm working with. I've given myself the experience it recommended based on the job, which was, I think it was a Sunday League footballer, and it was the lowest coaching qualification you can have as well, which is why these stats are so terrible. What you can do though, you can request to go start a coaching course. Now, I'm not going to do that because that's probably going to eat up most of the money we've got in the club. We've only got a bank balance of 84,000, so I'm definitely not going to be doing that until we make some progress. But yeah, just think this is a nice overview of the manager screen. It looks better than it did on the last game as well. Shows you your preferred formation. It's just nice to have kind of everything on one screen, so I'm liking that. Reputation at 5% at the minute, brilliant. So that's that one. What I'm going to do as well, just kind of give you a brief overview of what's going on elsewhere in England in football at the minute. So I think for that one, I'm still getting used to this. I think you go world, and then we go. There we go. So nations. Oh no. And then you can just check all the transfers from here, and it brings up everything. To be honest with you, there's not been much transfer activity really, by the looks of it. All free transfers. So in the whole of August so far, there's been no paid transfers. July, the biggest transfer so far is Daniele Rugani from Juventus to Chelsea. I think he's centre back, 21 years old. Looks decent. So yeah, that's probably way the biggest signing at the minute. Belante was a beast on the last game. I wonder if he's still as good. Yeah. Is he 2.2 million as well? 2.2 million. What a signing for Leicester that is. 18 tackling, 17 marking, 15 heading. Good stamina and strength as well. Good balance, good work rate. I think I know we got the better deal there out of Leicester and Chelsea. Definitely Belante. Other than that, just small transfers really. Lloyd Isgrove, Sean Hutchinson. And then down into the free transfers again. Not as much activity as I'd have expected there, so let's see if there's anything else going on in the world of transfers. Let's have a look. No. Nothing. That is weird. No big transfers whatsoever. Yep, all free transfers. Oh well. Like I said, I'll keep you updated with little bits and bobs like that. And when all the leagues get going and we're more into the season, I'll update you with what's happening in the Prem and the Football League as well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to play through the first few games. Like I say, I'll stick some highlights in here as well, just so you can see. Hopefully us winning. But I'll do that now, and we'll see where we are at the end of August. Right, so we're 6 games into the season now. We're on 8 points, which is within touching distance of second, so pretty chuffed with that, really. I mean, I'd have liked to have been in the playoff positions already, but it's a marathon, not a sprint, so crack on and we'll keep going. There's been highs and lows within the first 5 games, really. The thing I'm most annoyed about is the fact that Tristan Dunkley, who, as you can see here, has been doing really well for us in those games. He's actually been injured for 8 weeks, between 7 and 8 weeks with a sports hernia. So hopefully that's not going to have too much of an impact on us, but he's been doing really well, so I'm a bit gutted about that. On the other hand, I'm really chuffed with the way Lippmann's been playing with new signing. 3 assists in the first 6 games, so hopefully he can continue with that good form because he's been playing really well. Another new signing, Hugh Johnson's got a Player of the Match award as well, so chuffed with that. No disciplinary problems really, no red cards or anything to report from the first few games. But as you've probably seen from the clips I just put in there, it's been a little bit of a mixed bag really. We started off obviously with that loss against Gainsborough in the previous episode, and now we've had the 1-1 against Tamworth, 3-0 win against Lowestoft. Absolute capitulation at Solihull Moors when we were 2-0 up at half time and we ended up getting thrashed 4-3. So a bit disappointed with that result, but we bounced back and beat Chorley 3-1, and then we drew 1-1 with Brackley, who were just above us in the league at that point. So that was a fairly good result. Next 5 games are looking all right. Stockport away is going to be a ridiculous game. That's going to be really hard. I know they've got a good squad. Confident of beating Curzon Ashton at home because they're in 20th at the minute. And then again, who knows with Hensford, Alfreton and Corby. It's just could be a complete mixed bag again. I mean, if you look, loss, draw, win, loss, win, draw. If we can continue that form, we're not going to do brilliantly. So what we need more than anything is a little bit of consistency, I think. I mean, I've already changed my tactics. I've got this second formation I'm training, which seems to be working a little bit better for me, really. Playing a little bit more wide with Lippmann and new signing. I'll show you my new signings as well. Got a couple of people in on loan. But Lippmann and this guy called Simmons playing wide with 2 up the front, 2 up top and 2 in the middle in midfield as well. Still flat back 4, so that hasn't changed. They're all the same. I wouldn't have been playing Lee Hughes either, but everyone started kicking off when basically he came to me asking for first team football. Told him I didn't want to play him. Everybody starts kicking off, apart from the other striker. He was pretty chuffed, so it's going to annoy me though if when players like Dion Burton and Sean Harrod come back, if I put them in the squad, are they going to kick off again because I'm not playing Hughes? A bit frustrating if they are. He's not even got a contract here, so I might just release him if they kick off again. Just get rid of him completely. To be fair to him though, he did score when I brought him in, so I suppose I shouldn't really be complaining. But just moving on to those new signings, they were all on loan, 3 players. I've got James Simmons, who obviously I'm starting on wide left, so we've just seen there, from Hemel Hempstead, along with Dennis Ollie from Hemel Hempstead. So Simmons can play on both wings. Just me wanting to play a bit wider, it seems to work better in this league, so I just needed a bit more depth there, so I brought him in because he can play on both wings. Dennis Ollie's just a bit of experience up front, just in case I need it. And we've got a player called Sam Corcoran from St Albans. He's been coming off the bench mainly in the second half of games, but he seems to have fairly decent stats. He's not done anything amazing yet. No assists, no goals, nothing like that, but he has just been coming on for sort of last 20-30 minutes of the game, so hopefully he'll contribute a little bit more going forward. But that's where we're at the minute, really. 11th in the league, like I said, but it is very, very early days, and obviously it is very, very close. I've not had a look at the other leagues yet, so let's see what's going on in the National League. Tranmere top. Any surprises near the bottom? To be honest with you, again, I'm not familiar with a lot of these teams, but Tranmere top of that league. League 2, Hartlepool at top. That's surprising. Let's have a look at League 1. Sheffield United top, Bury second, Burton third. Go up to the Championship. Derby at the top at the minute. We've got Burnley, and then Borough, Huddersfield, Brentford and Reading in the playoffs. And in the Premier League, Chelsea atop with Newcastle in second. Stevie Mack doing the job at Newcastle. Man U in third, then you've got Swansea, Stoke and Liverpool. Everton having a terrible start of the season. 4 played, no wins, no draws, 4 losses. Blimey. Iosi Perez, 6 goals from his first 4 games. He's doing extremely well. I wonder if they've signed anyone. Nope. No permanent signings. Second in the Prem though for Newcastle. Keep an eye on that. I don't think there's been much else going on. I don't think there's been any more transfers now. Still just Balanta. But like I say, I'll keep you up to date anyway as we go into the next episodes. But if you've enjoyed this, subscribe and like. I'm definitely open, if there is anybody watching this, I'm open to any suggestions with me being completely new to YouTube. So if there's anything I've missed out that you'd like to see, anything that's annoying you, anything that you'd like to see more of, leave a comment, let me know, and hopefully you'll see these videos improve. But I'll see you all in a bit. Thanks for watching.